see you have a table full of very interesting things. Can you share with us what they are?
Fidget toys are one of my favorite things because I need to move at circle time. Like many of the children that we work with, we need something in our hands to keep us active, to keep us engaged, to keep us listening. If I have something in my hand that I can play with, I will be able to listen to you a lot longer. You can find a lot of fidgets in our CISS equipment inventory. You can also find a lot of fidgets, probably in your own home or at the dollar store. We have a whole bunch of things to show you. There are things that you can squeeze, squish balls, squish balls, those sorts of things. There are things that provide interest because of the way they look, the way they distribute the light, what it looks like when you're through them. These are items that you can use for specific children to keep them interested at circle time. Some kids just like to move things. They need things to just play with like this, and that can keep them engaged at circle time. You may want to consider the kinds of things that you're doing. If you've got children who bite things or need things in their mouths, this may not be the perfect item for them. Instead, you could use a piece of equipment that's very specific to a certain child so that they can mouth it, they can put it away after circle time. We have chewy teas and chewy peas. There are textured balls that we have in our things that just feel good in your hands. They feel good if you roll them on parts of your body. We have weighted textured items. When you're choosing your fidget toys, you want to think about the kinds of children you have in your group, the kinds of needs that they have. And you could also put together a whole assortment of them and just have them available. Children who like green will choose this one. Children who don't like green will choose this one. It really, you can incorporate children's interest in the kinds of things that, the kinds of animals they like, the kinds of colors they like, the kind of textures they like, whether they like things that are malleable, like sticky tack, or weighted, like little bean bags, things with noise, things with lights. This one is particularly of interest to certain kids. This will keep certain kids at circle for a very long time. It may be really distracting for the other children, and you may need to have more than one of these at your circle if you don't want a competition. There are bendy items. Again, different types of jewelry items. Sometimes just having a pair of groovy glasses is exactly what a child needs to cut out the lights if it's too bright or too crazy. One of my favorites is this one. I can go for a long time just playing with this particular, I believe it's called the Tangle. And this Tangle can keep me focused in a staff meeting for a long time. And like the children in your circle, some children will respond very well to having something to fidget with, something to keep them going at circle time. You know your children, you know what they're interested in. Use your knowledge of the children that you have to choose the kinds of things from our inventory or from the dollar store to meet their needs. One of the things that we've recently found in the dollar store were pot scrubbers. Now these may not look like your regular pot scrubbers, and they're not, but they are incredibly interesting for kids who need that tactile input, for kids who need and thrive on just squishing things. Lots of different items, lots of different possibilities. Talk to your resource consultant about what would work for you.
To facilitate the success of your group time, CISS has a variety of equipment that your child care program can borrow. If you're interested, please contact your resource consultant. Thank you for watching. Until next time.